Hi, my name is Abdul Wahid and I am an English teacher. In this video, I'm going to talk about grammar, practical grammar, and the conventional grammar that we study. The conventional grammar is like we start from parts of speech, learning about nouns, verbs, act, and parts of speech, yes, articles, adjectives, adverbs, and conjunctions and interjections, and then about some different type of sentences like interrogative, negative, in simple sentences or statements you can say. And at the same time, now we also study indefinite, continuous, perfect continuous, many other things. So we study, and there are some examples and some some paragraphs and exercises for practice to make sure that you are learning. And then activized, specialized, direct, indirect, long sentence, short sentence, and conditionals and modals and what class? Um, there is one class. What is its name? Um, yes, I have forgotten. Conditional, so you can say it's like same thing, similar conditional. There is a particular word for that clause. And anyway, on the other hand, we have simple way of learning, and sometimes I see on YouTube people say there are 12 tenses, and uh, well, if you ask me, they're innocent people, and the whole world, this thing, indefinite continuous, perfect continuous, this type of things are circulating in the whole of world, in the east, in the west, in Japan, and in America, and in Norway, and in South Africa, whichever country you go, the same process is there. That means that people study a book of grammar and they teach the same, and make sure there are some activities as well. And with the help of those activities, it really becomes effective. But what they really mean to teach, they really mean to teach that tenses, there are three tenses: present, past, and future. This is very important. Okay, this is what you need to know, not 12 tenses. Okay, don't go after that. What they call indefinite continuous, perfect continuous, they are actually different kinds of sentences belonging to present, and they categorize in four different type of sentences. But in practice we use 10 different type of sentences. Five are in activized form, five are in passivized form. But how do I identify the sentence belongs to present? I just have a look at the sign. What signs are there? In every sentence which belongs to present, past, or future, you will see the signs. In the present, you will see these signs: is, am, are, has, have, s plus one, can. So now the question is, should we learn this? Present means is, am, are, has, have, s plus one, can. Should we learn this? Is that really important? Isn't better than indefinite, continuous, perfect? And yes, many questions they come up into the mind. Yes. If you ask my opinion, I say yes. I am using only this. I don't care about indefinite continuous. Nobody cares. Okay. No question about indefinite when perfect. It's only when we are going to translate this. Okay. At the time of translation, we just identify this what type of sentence present. It's indefinite, continuous, perfect, or perfect continuous. Should we use not, or should we use not, and should we not use the word not? Okay, or should we take the helping verb into the beginning, or should it remain the same? And what sign we should put in the end? Add the punctuation. Yes, that's also part of grammar. And we should put a stop, full stop, and we should put a question mark. or we should begin sentence with a capital letter, or all proper nouns they begin with capital letters. Yes, and how to make you see degrees like comparative degree or superlative degree by adding er or est like rich, richer, richest, and sometimes we use more and most as well if there is longer adjective. Well, we confuse all these things are good enough to learn. Okay, like the drugs which are placed on in different tracks in a medical store or drugstore, you can say. People go there. Yes, a lot of things are like there, but we don't need each and everything. Okay, only what we need is everybody. Okay, needs very. For example, people need to see uh, very limited things. Not we don't buy all the drugs. Okay, rather we buy them very rarely. Okay, so similarly, the things like indefinite, continuous, all these are useful like drugs, and indefinite, continuous, perfect, perfect, continuous, and changing them, and identification of noun, pronoun. Well, these are good enough, okay, in a way, but these are not as important as they are made. Here lies the problem, okay. Uh, this is the most important thing. This is the base of English speaking, okay, or English learning. Okay, we need to introduce our students so that present means is am or has have s plus one can. If you are not using these 4 5 words, you are unable to write even a single sentence belonging to present. Okay, and this is the easy way to write sentences belonging to present. For example, this is a book. Is indicates present tense. I'm a boy. I am indicates this is present. We are happy. Are indicates that this is present. We don't need to look at other sentences like subject, object, this, that. We don't need to look at that. If you find the sentence, I go, this is present. I play, this is present. So this is very easy to identify. So present means is, am, are, has, have, s plus one can. You learn sooner the better. It doesn't take long. It's just 1 minute, 2 minutes. You see exercise, and if you pay attention to it, okay, let's take takes 5 minutes to learn. Is, am, are, has, have, s plus one can. This is worth learning, okay, and the sooner the better, okay. And whatever is you would say, okay, this is not important. I am going to study some very authenticated grammar book. Well, you can go and you can study that, but conclusion is that you will come to the final when you finish the final page, you will come to know that present means is, am, or has, have, s plus one can. And if you don't come to this conclusion, then you need to go through your grammar book once again. Okay, so this is very simple. Okay, is, am, are, and every teachers must introduce their students if they are really sincere and to if they are sincere with their students, so they should introduce this sentence. Present means is, am, are, has, have, s plus one can, and past means was, were, had, s plus two could, would. Okay, and future means will, shall. Well, if you are using this is future, and if you are using was, were, had, s plus two could, would, this is past. No need to translate in this into your local language. Okay, this is very simple. So I think it's pretty clear. Tenses, there are three tenses: present, past, future. And present means is, am, are, has, have, s plus one can. And past means was, were, had, s plus two could, would. And future means will, shall. And that's all. The question of tenses closes here. So the out of the 7 golden principles, so these are the three ones, and you need to learn them. Okay, and you will have to. I'm pretty sure that if you are a teacher, you have already learned this. You follow this. You identify the present, past, future in the same way. But if you are a student, then you will come to the conclusion that this is what you will finally discover that is, am, are, well, has, have, s plus one, and can. These are 7 signs of present, or Was, were, had, s plus 2, could, would. These are the six signs that of past tense, and the will, shall, and the only two signs for the future tense. Okay. If you're not using will, shall, you're not writing future. If you're not using was, were, had, s plus 2, could, would, you are not writing past. If you're not using is, am, are, has, have, s plus 1, can, you are not writing present tense. So this is, well, if you have a doubt, you can try it. Don't use them, it will not be present. Don't use them, it will not be past. Don't use them, it will not be future. Now we come to the grammar. What is grammar? People don't know what grammar is. I'm sorry. Very often they define it in a very complicated way, and this is our education system that we make everything difficult. We speak about things in a way that people should have pretty good difficulty to understand them. So grammar is mainly the proper use of verb form, and if you are making proper use of verb form, your grammar is good, absolutely good. And if you are not making proper use of verb form, your grammar is very bad, very, very bad. Okay, absolutely bad. For example, it says that we use first form with will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, to, do, does, did. And you'll say everybody knows this. Well, everybody doesn't know this. If everybody knows, well, those who know their English is good. Those who don't know their English is not good. For example, will go, would go, shall go, should go, can go, could go, may go, might go, must go, to go, want to go, yes, to go, do not go, does not go, did not go. Actually, we use them, do, does, did, to change some sentences. S plus one. To change into negative, we use do not, does not. We use do, does in the beginning to make questions. And similarly, if it is S plus 2 type form, so we make did not and the first form. Okay. So this is the way, or if you want to make interrogative question form, you write did in the beginning and use first form. Because negative sentence uh, or interrogative sentences, they are not allowed to use second form of the verb. So naturally, you would have to come to the first form of verb. So it's very easy. I will go, I would go, I shall go, I should go, I can go. I'm pretty sure that if you speak like this, if you write like this, and if you make practice like this, well, English is very easy. English is not a problem. And it is to the point where you use the form of verb. If it is correct, then little chance that you make mistake. After that, for example, I eat, this is correct. Now what? I eat apple. When I eat apple every day. Okay. So this is very easy. Okay. So now I think I'm pretty sure that you will remember. Will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must. I remember them. Okay. I don't forget them. I know if I forget them, my English will be very poor. Okay. I will have to struggle to recapture my ability to speak English. Okay. So this is the secret of my ability to speak English, and this is the secret of my confidence, and this is very small. Okay, in English, whole English, these see 24 words, what we call helping verbs. Okay, we don't basically define what helping verbs are. Helping verbs are words which help us make the best selection of the verb form. So that's why we call them helping verbs. Okay, so what are these words? Mostly these are those words with which we use not. For example, will not, would not, shall not, should not, cannot, could not, may not, might not, must not to, do not, does not, did not. So all these words are helping verbs. So they are important. They will teach you how to make the proper use of verb form. So second form, as I told you, no helping verb. If there is helping verb, you cannot use second form. Okay. If you use did or did not, you cannot use second form then because this helping verb asks you not to use second form. So after this, you use the first form. For example, I did not go like this. But second form, I went, I played, I stopped, I wrote, I read, I drank, things like this. If all these sentences are correct. Now we come to has, have, had, and being. These were four words that they advised me that I should use only and only third form of verb. For example, has gone, have gone, had gone. This is being sent. Okay, but gone is not easy appropriate after the word being. Okay, so has written, have written, had written, being written. So all these expressions are good. Okay, I have made proper use of verb form. And remember that don't use being right directly. Okay, for example, I being, this is not correct. Okay, so I being ing form and third form, they do need one helping verb in a sentence if you are using them as an action word. Okay, so it is, for example, is being, this is correct, am being correct, are being correct, were being correct, and be being correct, been being correct. But I be is not correct. I been is not correct. Okay. Well, I will be, it is correct. Would be, shall be, should be, can be, could be, maybe, might be, must be. And after this, you can use either ing form or third form. But will go, this is correct. Will write, this is correct. But when you say will be, so you can say will be writing or will be written. Both way, this is correct. So it should be writing, should be written. Shall be writing, shall be written. Should be writing, should be written. Can be writing, can be written. Could be writing, could be written. If you are using the be with this, be is the first form of verb, and so will be, would be, shall be. This is okay. Been is the third form, so you can say has been, have been, had been. But when you say has been, then you can use ing form or you can use third form of verb, like has been eating, has been writing, has been playing, or you can say has been playing, has been teaching, or has been taught. Okay, has been writing, has been written, has been eating, has been eaten. Okay, so things like this can be when you are using the word been, then the form of verb will be according to been. Okay, so it might be maybe ing form or maybe third form. So be, been, being, they are never first helping verb. For example, that you cannot say I be, you cannot say I been, you cannot say I being. So appropriate, they will go, be, been, being will go to their appropriate group. For example, be is the first form, it will come here. Been is the third form, it will come here. Has been, have been, being is ing form, so it will come here. Like is being, am being, are being, was being, had been. So in this way, this is a proper use of verb form, and the sooner you learn the better. In the end, you can study a grammar book, 500 pages, and the end is this. Okay. So when this is one God-gifted thing, and if you are struggling to learn English, and this is my brotherly advice that you should learn this and these seven golden principles. Okay, and if you once again I show you seven golden principles are like this. Okay, present, past, future, signs of present, past, future, and the proper use of verb form, first form, second form, third form, and in form. So if you have learned, be sure you are the leader, you are the teacher. Okay, you don't remain a student. So this is how, and there are some questions. I think this is the same, okay, in one single page. Seven golden principles is am, are, has, have, as plus one can, was, one had, as plus two could, would, will, shall. And first form will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, do, does, did. And second form is second form no helping verb. Third form, okay, why this? This is okay. With this not important. Okay, it should have been in black color. So has, have, had, being, third form. Is, am, are, was, were, be, been, ing form or third form, and that is the secret of English language. And if you sooner you learn, the better. You will feel very good after learning this. But you have to learn if you are, and if you are going to learn English. If English is challenge for you, learn it, and English is very easy. Okay, all the teachers, I bet all the teachers they follow this. Okay, while reading, while writing, while speaking, while teaching, while learning. They follow this. They know this is correct. Nobody says that this is not correct, but they don't teach this. Okay, they teach everything. They teach noun, they teach pronoun, they teach XYs, they teach passive, but they don't teach this. Why? This, if you learn this, your English is very easy. Then after this, you will straightway go to reading. Okay, when you are reading, then your English is good. Another thing is that when you are going studying indefinite continuous, basically your direction is turned to translation, and you will carry English plus your local language side by side, and of course you are convenient with the local language, and mm, that is more easy to grasp rather than English expressions. So I'm sure that your process of learning English slows down, and in the end, you, what I should say, you feel good enough and to be expert in present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect continuous, and give some examples of present indefinite, continuous perfect, and perfect continuous, changing them into negative, interrogative, and then translating them into local language. So you are very much impressing your students, and of course, in this way, maybe your class is very big and you grasp a bigger class, but the student may not be having a, a good benefit from the lecture. And if it is your task to teach English, that will, you see, hinder. And finally, when students will move to another school, they will move another institution, and other teacher, and other book, and other book. And in this way, their whole process and time and money, that will always be on waste. So, well, this is all about, this is the secret of English language and the seven golden principles. And very often I have to, when I am just going through exercise, I feel a lot, it's unnecessary hindrances, difficulties, tests, exams are created, and well, they don't mean to facilitate us. So thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you find it useful, and it will make your task easy. And finally, you will say that you have discovered the secret of English language, and everybody, those who are speaking English, they follow this. Everybody expert in English does not go against these seven golden principles, otherwise their English is lost. No one will say, I will went, okay, will went, would went, or will going, would going. Nobody will say this. Everybody will say, will go, would go, shall go, should go. They speak like this. Okay, thank you very much for bearing patience to stay with me for so long. It's about 25 minutes. Wish you all the best. Do take care good of yourself, and remember me in your prayers, and pray for me, and wish you have a very successful day. God be with you. Goodbye.